Have you ever pondered why certain essential services or industries seem to be dominated by just one major provider, making it incredibly difficult for any new businesses to even get started? Well, the short answer is that economies of scale often lead directly to a situation known as a natural monopoly. This happens when a single firm can produce the entire output of the market at a lower cost than if there were several firms. Let's unpack that a bit. Economies of scale occur when a company's average cost per unit of output decreases as the total volume of output increases. Think about it this way. A large utility company installing extensive power grids or water pipelines can spread the enormous fixed costs of that infrastructure over millions of customers. This significantly lowers the average cost for each unit of electricity or water delivered. They can also negotiate better prices for raw materials due to bulk purchasing or invest in highly specialized, efficient machinery that would be far too expensive for a smaller operation. These cost advantages compound, making bigger simply more efficient up to a certain point. What this means in the real world is that a new competitor trying to enter such a market faces an almost insurmountable hurdle. They would need to build an entirely new infrastructure or operate at a much smaller, less efficient scale, incurring much higher average costs. They simply cannot compete on price with the established giant. Therefore, instead of fostering competition, the inherent cost structure of these industries naturally pushes towards a single dominant provider. This benefits consumers with potentially lower prices due to efficiency, but it also necessitates careful regulation to prevent abuse of market power. Economists refer to the output level, where a firm has fully exploited its economies of scale, as the minimum efficient scale. When this minimum efficient scale is very large relative to the total demand in the market, it creates what we call a substantial barrier to entry for potential competitors. It is not about malicious intent, but rather a logical consequence of cost efficiency. Ultimately, industries characterized by significant economies of scale present a fascinating economic challenge. While they promise highly efficient production and lower potential costs, they also inherently lean towards single-firm dominance. Understanding this fundamental relationship between production costs and market structure helps us appreciate why some monopolies are a natural outcome of how certain goods and services are most efficiently delivered.